This is Tank's Vlog for September 6, 2017, wrapping up today in sports. Thursday night is begins the first week of the NFL season with the annual Thursday night kickoff. That means it's time for my weekly NFL picks. I'll be back at the end of this vlog to give you my Thursday night preview, which will be sponsored by MyBookieAG. So click on MyBookieAG if you want to get in on the action. Now, while football's beginning, baseball is wrapping up its pennant races. The Yankees are rained out, so the Red Sox gained a half game. Now they have a full 4-game lead in the American League East. That is one of the only close division races in baseball. The Cubs, they have a 4-game lead over the Cardinals. The Brewers have slowed down a little bit, and the Cardinals are playing good baseball now. Cardinals are always in the race, it seems. No matter how bad their season might be or how bad it looks at some points, they always seem to be there in September. So they're 4 games out, but the true focus should be at the wild card. And in the National League, the Arizona Diamondbacks have won 13 straight, have swept the Dodgers 2 weeks in a row. Ever since that Sports Illustrated cover came out 2 weeks ago, claiming they were the best ever, the Dodgers have lost 11 out of 13. Best ever? S.I. Jinx. The S.I. Jinx. Now, whether the Dodgers bounce back or not remains to be seen. They're going to make the playoffs. They're going to win the division. They have a 10.5 game lead. They're still going to find a way to win 100 games. They're not going to win 110 now, but they're going to win 100 games. They're now 92-47 despite this awful stretch that they've been in. And the Diamondbacks, who were 21.5 out, are now only 10.5 out. Now, the Diamondbacks are definitely not going to catch them, but the Diamondbacks have a big lead for the wild card. 7.5 game lead for the first wild card, which means they'll be home. The Rockies lost today, so their lead over the wild card, second wild card, is getting slim. Just 2 games over the Cardinals and 2.5 over the Brewers. That's the wild card picture in the National League. In the American League, it's even tighter. The Yankees have a 2.5 game lead over everyone else as the top wild card, while several teams are within 3.5 games of the Minnesota Twins, who have the second wild card. So that's where the action is. Also, while the Diamondbacks have won 13 straight, in the American League, the Indians have won 14 straight. This is the first time in the modern era, which baseball denotes as beginning in 1900, that there have been 2 streaks of this length at the same time. It's incredible. The Cleveland Indians have they've hit the afterburners. It's one thing the Cubs haven't been able to do. The Cubs have just middled along and have a slim lead in the Central and National League. The Indians have just hit the afterburners. If they're able to put this together in October, they'll be celebrating again in Cleveland. They're going to be, this is just incredible how the Cleveland Indians have played lately. They're getting good pitching, good hitting. Jose Ramirez has been outstanding. Carlos Carrasco today. It's been red hot Cleveland. Mets, they won a rain-shortened game. It's not even worth even talking about them. They're unwatchable. Ugh. And you get this general manager at this press conference. You want to talk about depressing? Everything. It's like the company line. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. This season was just a mirage. This season was just a mirage. You're only dreaming. You're only dreaming. Yes, that's right. It's like the Mets are like trying to hypnotize you. Trying to say, look into the giveaway. Everything's a dream. This season was okay. We're going to magically heal and magically contend next year. Pay more for tickets. Look at the giveaway. Follow it. You are in our power. Today's 3 stars are Carlos Carrasco of the Cleveland Indians, who went the distance in his win over the White Sox. Garrett Cole, a hard luck loser for the Pirates against the Cubs today. And Luis Castillo, who helped the Reds complete a sweep over the Brewers. I tell you, if the Brewers fall short of the playoffs, they will remember getting swept in Cincinnati. Today's birthday shout-out goes to Jacques Lemaire, the coach of the Devils when they won their first Stanley Cup in 1995. He turned 72, a Hall of Famer in his career with the Montreal Canadiens. And we look back 20 years ago to when Ken Griffey Jr. had his MVP season and hit his 50th home run against the Minnesota Twins. So go to Barstool Sports for that, the full story, and Sports Encyclopedia. Now the big news is tomorrow's NFL kickoff, and every Thursday morning I will have weekly picks. So click below for the first picks. As for the first game, Thursday night, Patriots against the Chiefs. The Chiefs have a decent defense, and they could keep the game close, but I just don't think they have enough offense to keep up with the Chiefs. Their running game is taking some abuse. They had some injuries already in the preseason with the loss of Spencer Ware. And I think what's going to eventually happen is the Patriots, as they always do, they're going to wear them down. They might only be up by 4 points at the start of the fourth quarter, but they'll pull away at the end. They'll cover the spread. They'll get the win. And the final score will be Patriots 27, Chiefs 10. Now, I will give you... You can look at all my picks down below, clicking below, but I'll go over some of the games on our Football Friday, which is something we're going to be starting this week, along with our college football 6-pack picks. So check that out. Barstool Sports, my bookie, and at sportsencyclopedia.com, where sports history lives. Good day.